Today is our big launch, and we are launching with Lost Minds of Fandelver. I will be your DM for the evening. My name is Jeff, and I am joined by three lovely people who I've had the pleasure of playing with the last 2 years, but we are still beginners. We're just decided to do this thing because we had cameras, and you know, we like being in front of the camera somewhat. So I think we shall go around and maybe introduce ourselves. And yeah, let's start on my top right. Right? Aaron. Yeah.
Howdy. I'm Aaron, and I'll be playing in Calagon in this Lost the Mines of Fandelver. That we'll be delving into them lost mines. Is there anything else you want to know about me, Jeff?
It's a singular mine. It's a lost mine. There's only
Oh,
one. There's only one
okay.
that's lost. They know where
How
all
would
the
I
other
know? How I wouldn't know.
They know where all the other ones are.
I wouldn't even. Yeah.
There's only one. Tell us a little bit about who you will be playing this evening. Oh, you already did. Did you not?
I mentioned his name. I don't know how much more you want to know, but
Keep that mysterious
he's
shroud over Mr. Encalagon, then, shall we? Yes. Now we're going to switch over to my lovely wife, Danny, who is the only female in this group, not to be mistaken for James, who is not a female.
Hello, everybody. I'm Danny, not James. I'm playing Cosette, C-Dub, the Bard, human. And also, I'm really excited. And also this. But, yeah. It's good to know that there is only one mine. You have to be really good at listening to play D&D, and I'm not sure where I'm like.
I may have
on
said
that
mine
scale.
when I made the introduction, so maybe I just confused everybody else, but there is only one. James.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, as you already heard him, James, I am not Jeff's wife. I mean, some guys aren't so lucky, I guess. But I will be playing Rowan Whitecrest, who is a human ranger. And that is all that I'm going to give you guys for right now. You're going to have to just hang on for the rest of the ride to find out. And apparently I'm only investigating one mine. I was kind of hoping I could investigate more than one. But Jeff's only given us one. So there it is.
We're going to keep that joke going.
I'm going to go grab the baby. We'll play together.
All right. Well, so AminoQuest. Because we're beginners, I'm first-time DM. We've only been playing, we kind of just trudged our way through the last 2 years and found out, we should probably try to learn the rules. And we are going to give you guys possibly a perspective on our crash course, so you can join us for that. We actually have a sponsor. Well, we're brought to you by AminoCat Entertainment, but we have a dice sponsor, and that dice sponsor is Nerds Abroad Supply. And this is going to be very funny because I left my dice in the other room. So let's, you guys, before I get my dice, once we get about 20-25 followers, we're going to actually be doing a giveaway. So hopefully we'll get there. Is it 20-25? 50. I think it was 50 followers, sorry. Once we get 50 followers, we're going to do a giveaway. We will show you those lovely set of dice next week when we finish taking some pretty pictures and video of them, because that's what we do. And what we're doing right now is for every 10 followers, thank you, which I've got Danny's dice right here, but we're going to, every 10 followers we get tonight, we'll allow you guys to make a suggestion for what happens in the game. Within reason. Again, we're level 1 players. Don't want to kill us right now, fresh off the bat. So you know what, you guys? Let's vamp, you three, while I go get my dice.
My dice are Nerds Abroad dice. And the baby loves the Nerds Abroad dice. But
They're good for nerds and non-nerds alike.
Yeah. Well, I let her play with it because she's very curious, but then it's kind of like, what if she swallows it and chokes on the like really sharp one, the D4? Those are like
That's a rough one to swallow.
yeah.
I mean, they look like candy. At least mine do. So
They do.
it's eventually, you know,
very
we've
pretty.
all been tempted to put these in our mouth, and we're not even 3. I'm like 1 million, and I'm still like,
I'm old enough to know better, and I still want to do it.
You're like Alvin years.
yeah. I just want to eat him.
You know what, Danny? As long as she still rolls better than I do, which even eating them, I think she probably would. My rolls are abysmal.
I am gonna figure out how to make edible dice. I
Yeah.
think that would be popular. I can make some like gummy dice, some hard candy dice. I think
That
that
would be popular. I
I
would
think people would like that.
Gonna leave you guys alone with them. How was that? Was that great?
We just lost 50 followers. Minus followers.
We're at negative followers now. People are telling other people about us so that they won't follow us.
True.
Shall we get started? Okay.
All right.
So, Owen, you found yourself traveling, you've traveled into the town of Neverwinter. You've been there for probably maybe a good couple days, searching for, ways to make money, things like that. Through the grapevine, as you're walking along town, you haven't really seen anything, and as you're walking by a job post, you see a sign, and it says the Rock Seeker brothers are seeking some assistance. You don't know what that is yet, but they are seeking for assistance, and the price is 10 gold for a remedial task to travel a few days to the city of Phantom. It says, if you're interested, go ahead and visit the Driftwood Inn.
Well, all right. I'm interested, so I think I'm going to visit the Driftwood Inn and inquire about this job.
Okay. Rowan, Jim, tell us, go ahead, what Rowan looks like. What are we looking at here?
All right. Well, Rowan, would you like me to tell you as Rowan?
Your call, man.
All right. Well, let me give you a little backstory on my appearance. Rowan is tall with an athletic build. His dark brown hair is long in the fashion of most rangers, tied back to avoid becoming a hindrance in battle. His deep-set blue eyes tell the tale of 100 battles, yet they have a glint of mischievousness about them. A touch of gray grants his hair and cropped beard is a distinguished look. He wears a dignified dark green officer's coat of his former battalion, and it's the last remnant of his former life. A long scar runs from the brow of his left eye to the bridge of his nose, which is a gift from an elusive werewolf pack that he had recently hunted down for nearly a year.
Very good. So you head down the road. You probably kind of know where it is since you've been here a few days. So you're headed down the road, and as you're passing the road, you walk by and you see a with silver hair. Or does she have silver hair? I don't know. Anyway, coming towards you, you see a young woman with a lute. And the thing that catches your eye is that her lute actually seems to have silver strings. It's a very ornate lute. It has an inlay from the can. It looks like some sort of bird.
Interesting. I flag down this lady and I say, "Pardon me, miss. I couldn't help noticing you have quite an interesting instrument. Might I inquire how you came about it and exactly what it is your occupation is in this bird?"
Oh, hi. I, well, this lute is very, very special to me. It's it's very nice to meet you. Well, I just never had anyone ask me so many questions all at once.
Pardon my impertinence. My name is Rowan Whitecrest. I'm a man for hire in these parts, if you will, and I'm simply looking to find out more about this town and these people in it. And well, you look to be a mite bit interesting. And you here?
It's very, very nice to meet you, Rowan. My name is Cosette, and what brings me here is that I I follow my heart, and I follow a lot of different signs, and um, it's just very serendipitous that I wind up in certain places. But I actually um, have I was sent a letter from my friend, Gundren Rockseer, and it's funny that you said that you're for hire because I think that well, I don't have a lot of money, but I do have some money, and I was definitely I think I'm needed here, and that's why I'm here. But I'm also looking for some kind of protection because traveling alone can get very dangerous for a woman. And I think that, I think that people meet for a reason. And I think that there might be a reason that we met because you mentioned my lute, and my lute is my most prized possession. It is very special to me.
Well, I can't speak much for serendipity, but I believe that there might be work in this town already. For myself, and while again I'm not much for happenstance, if you are in the mind to do so, perhaps we could check in this nearby inn for such work, if they would prefer travelers, if you don't mind tagging along. I can't say I'm much of a companion, but there might be some usefulness for me yet. So, what would you say that you and I take a jaunt to this nearby inn and see what kind of work there might be in store for both of us?
I think that's a great idea. Let's go see what kind of work is in store, and perhaps we can be assistants to one another somehow.
Time will tell, miss. Time will most certainly tell.
Okay. So you guys are headed to the Driftwood Tavern?
Right,
Okay. While you
that
guys do
place.
that, we are going to take a short tech break because we're having a little bit of issues. We will be back in 2 to 5 minutes again. I am sorry.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
welcome back. That was fun. I think we're all in our little cubes now. So, last time on AminoQuest, a few minutes ago, we had what we would call not a meet cute between our adventurers Cosette and Rowan. They decided to progress over to the Driftwood Tavern in order to, well, I guess Rowan's in there to find work. Cosette, I guess, is off to, whatever. Whatever she said. She's in search of, she's got her things going on. Okay, so while you guys are walking there, we're going to jump over to Mr. Ancalagon over there. So, Ancalagon, you've been traveling for the last, your quest ever since you've left your home. And such. That's going to turn to you. And where are you headed, buddy?
Well, I'm headed towards the Driftwood Tavern. You can kind of see I'm in my traveling clothes. I have a cloak on, a traveling cloak, and then I have these kind of simple clothes with pieces of like leather armor, kind of like sporadically placed around his person, so that there's still plenty of movement, but I still have some minor protection. And I am heading towards the Driftwood Tavern, making what time of day is it?
I would say it's maybe around lunchtime, noon, 1 o'clock. Yeah, usually. It's around that time. So you're walking. You're about, you see the Driftwood Tavern in sight, and as you're walking, you see this weird little lumbering cloaked figure just walking towards you. It doesn't look inebriated, but it does have a weird gait to the way it's moving. And as you're walking, it kind of brushes against you. It bumps against you. And she bumps you and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay. Hi.
It's fine.
Okay, so as you look in,
Really?
you see a little cloaked figure, like that cloaked figure that bumped into you. You felt like fur just kind of brush up against you. She's got a cloaked figure, and you can see whiskers protruding through the cloak. And then as she bumped you.
Go ahead.
Just a moment. Okay, so as she bumped you, you kind of got a static shock. Just like a tiny shock,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just enough to make you jump.
Ah.
And as she did that, she kind of fell on the floor. She just sprawls out, and it looks like she's hurt. Like she just fell flat on her face.
Okay. Excuse me. Are you okay?
I'm okay. It happens all the time. I just wow. It's like I just fell flat on my face again. Ow.
Do you need help getting up?
Sure.
And I like awkwardly kind of extend a
Okay.
hand.
So you see a cat paw just kind of reach out for you. And she comes up to you, and you help her up, and she goes, "Thank you. My name's my full name's Redemption in the Mud Pot. I guess it's a stupid nickname, but it's stuck.
Okay.
Thanks for helping me.
Yeah. No problem. And then I kind of awkwardly keep walking towards the tavern, like after a brief moment of like I stand there in silence, like unsure of what to say next, and then I kind of and I start walking towards the tavern.
Okay. So as you walk to the tavern, you kind of notice that Putty kind of gets up and she just looks around, and you see her just kind of walk away, like just with her head down, just really defeated, sad. As you go in, you kind of you walk into the tavern, and it's bustling, and there's all sorts of music and people going on. In the corner, you see just looking around.
Is there anybody like behind the counter?
There's a bartender back there, kind of just three bartenders left. It's a crowded bar. Drinking and talking.
Is there a lot of dwarves in the bar?
There's a good mixture of dwarves and humans.
Okay. Is there a reason? So I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and excuse me.
What do you have?
Just the cheapest thing you've got. Cheapest ale you've got.
Cheapest ale. All right, here you go. Finest cup of swill.
Thanks.
1 copper.
Yeah, okay. And I hand him a copper.
So you go in, and as you notice, you see 2 people come in. One of the girl, one you notice has got this. I don't know. The most obvious thing about these 2 people that walk in is this absurdly unique lute with silver strings and inlaid type of bird.
I get kind of like, where do they just walked in?
They just came into the door, and where you guys obviously see Rowan and Cosette.
I'm really looking pretty intently at the loot, and I'm trying to discern if I like to consider myself a little bit of a magic item specialist, and I feel like it's a magic item, so I'm looking at it hard to determine if I know of it.
Okay.
Do I see him looking at it?
Rowan and Cosette, you guys walk in, and you see this human guy with patched leather armor here and there, looking at you.
I am suspiciously with bringing my hand slightly to my hilt where my sword is, not menacingly, but just showing him a little bit that I am armed. And I move a little bit closer to the bar because I want to speak to the barkeep, but I keep my eyes trained on Caligon.
I'm looking at this magic item, and I take a swig of the swill, and I'm just immediately oh wow. Ugh. And I put it down. I disliked it.
I notice him looking at the loot, and I kind of put it more behind me so that he can't see it or try to take it from me.
And I realize that she did that because I was staring, and I kind of and I almost like break out. It looks like I kind of like break out of my trance. And then, how close are they now?
I imagine that Rowan's about maybe 2 stools, like in between you. I don't think there's anybody in between you guys. And I imagine Quizette is a little bit just behind.
Like on the other side of.
Yeah.
Okay. I go, sorry, I didn't mean to stare. I get like that sometimes. I've just never seen a loot like that before. Is it magical?
That's okay. I was just taken aback by that, but yeah, it is magical. But I don't exactly know what kind of magic is the loot is, but I know that I have a very strong connection to it, and it is beautiful loot. No one's ever seen anything like it, so
yeah, it's very intriguing. I don't have to touch it or anything. You can hold on to it, but can I get a better look at it?
I hold back cassette for a second and I turn back to Caligon. You seem to have a keen eye for magic items, friend. Exactly what's your interest in her and what she owns?
I'm not interested in her. No offense. I'm sure you're fine. You're great. I'm positive. But I have an obsession, I guess, with magic items and learning all I can about them. It's something of my specialty, actually, is searching for them and knowing where they are and knowing all knowledge about them. It's something that people hire me for that often.
Specialty? What? Who are you, my friend, and exactly what's your occupation?
Caligon. And your names?
Tender comes up with you two gonna order something, or you're just gonna chit chat and talk about something?
I'm actually here for 2 things. A fine ale, if you have it, and information about this job posting that was on the job board.
Job posting. I'll take a look at this.
A man named Rockseer, if I'm reading this correctly.
Took off a couple days ago.
You know where he went?
This guy's just really him and his brothers came in here babbling about finding something. I'm sure there's a few folks who would probably be interested in it, but just left over. That's all I know. You probably have to ask Melmer.
Where is Melmer?
Melmer's having a drunk gun over there, hanging out in the corner all himself.
All right. I think I'll have a few questions. Thank you, barkeep, and I'll take that ale in the corner.
The ale in the corner. All
I reach into my coat and flick a copper in the barkeep's direction.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I cross over to Melmer. Is he passed out?
And so you head over to Melmer?
Yeah.
Okay. Bartender goes up to Cosette and goes, "You're a fine one, aren't you?"
fine and dandy.
What do you be having?
I'll just take a water, thank you.
Yeah, I want a water too.
And another water for him. And I,
So he starts
my boyfriend. He's not really my boyfriend. I'm just like, don't hit on me.
Trying to deflect.
It's like,
boyfriend, sure, it didn't seem like you guys were friendly when you came in.
no, we just,
Came in
it
with
was,
an old fella. Seems to me, a woman who's bounced from man to man wouldn't like a little bit of, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind bartender, sir. I'm parched. Oh,
Well, here's your water, darling. If you change your mind, I'm always here. Kind of pats it down.
thank you.
Right. So, Rowan, you see Melvin just kind of looking up at you. He's like, what are you staring at?
I hear you're a man who knows things, specifically about a job with some rock seer.
I get up and like head over there because I know I'm looking for Melmer as well. So I kind of get up and approach the table so I don't miss anything.
You, Balvazor, Balvazor. Is that who you are? He's looking at
No, that's me.
and he kind of looks at you and he kind of looks at, like, you know, how you're just a little bit smaller, I believe. And he's just like, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Gundren said that you could, you know, that you're coming over here to take the cart over down.
Yeah. He said that there'd be help too. I'm assuming that's this guy here.
This guy, I don't know who this guy is. What are you doing here?
That
How'd you hear about it?
There's a job posting on the board at the town outside. The barkeep says you know something about this job.
Yeah, you deaf? I just told Mr. Balvazor here. He's got to escort his cart, his wagon down to Fandel and over to Barthel's Provisions.
All right. I'm looking to make some coin. I'd like to help you.
Do you? That's the protection that I was said.
I mean, I guess. Is there any? I mean, what about the loot that you? I mean, the woman that you came with. Is she? What's her deal?
Here's a companion of mine. Met her in the town. Figured she might be willing to come along.
I mean, would be nice to have somebody else.
I get it. Oh, that beauty over there. That girl with the loot. That's Cosette, I believe. Man, he said somebody needed protection, and I figured the girl needed protection. But it looks like, you know, this little wimpy boy needs protection. Oh man, there's only three of you. I just gotta wait. Like I'm waiting for some sort of. This is just wow. You guys are just a ragtag bunch of weirdos that Gundren put together. How do you know Gundren?
Do I hear him? Because I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna walk over as well and give Rowan his water.
I take the water and I'm like,
and a hug.
Isn't quite what I ordered, but all right.
I just heard you were talking about me. Hi.
I don't know. Gundren told me to wait here. He told me to wait on, you know, wait on three people to come take a job, but he didn't tell me about this guy. He said the other one looked like a cat.
Ooh.
You're not a cat.
What? No, that's very observant of you to say that. But you know, I ran into one earlier today. Potty.
Beg your pardon?
I need to go potty. I mean, I need to go find potty.
I'm sure there's an outhouse around here somewhere.
So as you guys are talking, you hear this clutter, clutter, and you see like, you know, the tavern maidens and everything were just bowled over by this sack of fur with a cloak, just on the floor, and she's getting up, and she's got all this sorry.
I run it. I walk over, and I potty.
Oh, it's you. Sorry.
No, you're
I'm looking for
you're looking for Melmer.
Yeah, said that I'm supposed to do some job.
Yeah.
My friend. He's my friend. You know, Gundren's the only guy that doesn't call me potty.
Do you not want to be called potty?
Would you like to be called potty? It's
I don't think so.
I'm like pee pee or poo poo.
Yeah. But I mean, we could call you Patty. Anyway, you know what? You think about it and what you want to be called. I don't care. You tell me whenever you're ready to tell me what you want to be called. But
trying to make a little bit of money just so I can.
Yeah, he's over here. I'm actually we're working together, I guess.
Okay.
So let's come on, let's go. And I pick her back up.
You experience like a little shock. Oh, sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to like touch something next time to get that out of the way. Okay. Come on, let's go.
She gets up as you're picking her up. She slips on some ale again. She scrambles to get up.
I come over and I
I
help.
thought cats were supposed to land on their feet.
I can get up from my feet.
I'm sorry. Am I familiar with her race?
Yeah, I would say you're pretty familiar, like with your extensive like background in your studies, just all your
Okay.
kind of know that you can kind of like a tabaxi, but she's actually odd for that. Like it's not like she's just really odd. Like she's not as she's just very extremely like clumsy, and she's not very she's very socially awkward.
So am I.
She follows you over to Elmer and just he looks her up and down, and you guys like so. Oh man.
All right, so we're all here, and we have an extra, which I think is probably good. He looks like he's done things, fighty things.
All right, I don't care. You know, you guys. All I know is that he put you guys together for a reason. You guys are bringing some supplies over to this guy for. You know, I just want to get you guys over there so I can get my cut.
And we would like to get over there.
Okay, well the wagons.
So that we can get what we want.
The wagons out back. Okay, one or two of you are gonna have to ride it. I don't know. Gundren took off a few days ago with Sildar. And they're headed over to Phandalin. I'm assuming that you get over there, go to Barthel's Provisions, give him the cart, he'll give you your gold. Assuming you guys are in it for the gold.
Is Sildar one of the brothers? Do I know that name?
No, they're just like sketchy on the
Oh.
way over there, but yeah, you
Okay.
don't know that name. Yeah, you don't know that name. He's just this big, 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 like big buff fighter guy.
Well, this is really crazy. This is everything is coming to fruition that was in the letter that I got from Gundren and Caligon. That's a name that I would never forget. That was in the letter itself, and I think that there's
Hey,
a
you guys gotta
reason.
get going.
Yes. Okay. Let's get going. Potty, are you okay? You took a really bad fall over there.
She's kind of just licking her wounds and just gagging because she's got all this ale like clinging to her fur. She smells like just like all the sweat, like old sweat. Because she just walks around. She's desperately like she's trying to clean herself, but it's like she can't even do that right. You know.
Not much for liquor or grace, are you?
All right, guys. Well, let's get going because Gundren has a mission for us too, and I think there's a reason why we're all here together.
Well, I'm not much for serendipity, but I agree. Let's get a move on.
Okay.
With the wagon, we go.
You guys head over like just out towards the back, and you see a wagon, just like a regular kind of wagon, but it's packed full of a bunch of mining supplies. There's dozen sacks of flour, some casks of salted pork. There's two big kegs of ale, shovels, picks, crowbars, about 12 each. Picks and crowbars, like there's a dozen, and 5 lanterns and a small you kind of look at it, and it looks like it's a considerable amount of goods, of stuff, and it's somebody really fixing to take a, you know, they're prepping for something, like just they're in it for the long haul. They're really serious about it. So
Is there like a horse, like?
there's 2 oxen attached to it, so you guys probably have to decide who's riding where and who's going on foot.
Okay. Who's driving? I think I'm best on foot. You know what? How about you?
You go in the wagon. I feel like it might be safer in the wagon.
I agree. Very well. You don't object, I'll drive.
Yeah. I could drive. I mean, I could drive.
You sure?
I've never done it before, but I have good intuition and I have a good sense of direction. If you want to, have you done this before?
I've driven a cart a few times in my lifetime. All right, since I'll humor you, take the reins. I'm sitting close, just in case. I'll also keep my bow at the ready.
How many people can fit on the cart?
I think two people. I mean, there's some room if you guys want to squeeze in there. Like you guys can go all in there. Whoever's driving, you know, they have to kind of take the reins and kind of control the oxen.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rowan, if you have any pointers, I'd love to learn.
Don't make any loud noises and don't pull too hard on the reins. And whatever you do, do not whip the animals hard.
Noted. I would never whip any animals hard, ever.
Yeah, not to interrupt, but can we go?
All right, after you, miss.
What's your marching order, and
So I'm walking off to the side of it, and then
So 2 people will fit there comfortably.
Okay.
If there's somebody else riding on there, they would have to kind of ride in the back, like just find a place like in the middle of all the stuff. They just kind of have to move their place.
I think that's where Potty is riding in the back.
Okay, so roll
Yeah.
Daddy.
kind of you watch like you're let's go, and you see like Potty just kind of hanging back, like she's just really nervous, and then she just goes and she tries to pounce on top, and it's the most ungraceful pounce I've ever seen. But she kind of just she barely like makes it, and she's like, ugh. Well,
And I go and
well,
how big is she?
she's about, just probably medium size. She's real like thin, but she's just very like lanky,
And she's like hanging off the side of the cart.
hanging off the side of the cart. When really like all she has to do is just kind of stand a little bit, and she should be fine. But she's just kind of running, like her legs are just on the ground, trying to pull up. Oh,
And I like walk like and I like try to I go to reach out to help her to I guess like awkwardly push her up onto the cart.
okay. So as you do that,
Oh no.
As he's doing that, I turned to Cassette, and
He
that's
gets
why
run over
we
by the
didn't have
cart
it
and
right.
she dies.
It gets run over the cart.
Ooh. That's 8 lives left.
so you
back.
see like she kind of runs up, and then you see like this vial kind of just slip out of her pocket while you're pushing her up, and she grabs it and shoves it back in her pocket, and you kind of feel like just like a little bit of strength just you just kind of absorb a little bit of like strength, like you just feel like you just feel a lot better than
Cool. And do I help her up?
yeah, you help her up, she gets up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, did I shock you again?
Not that time. I don't think so. Did she?
No, she didn't.
Okay. No, you're fine. Just is it a covered like kind of a covered wagon?
It's an open wagon, so she's got to climb
Okay.
up on top of it. So she kind of sits down, and she finds oddly enough, she finds a little like nook where she can actually sit in. So she's just sitting there, and she's just like, thanks, Balzazar.
Okay, you're welcome. And I keep kind of like along the side of it, walking.
She goes, so, which way do we go?
Toward Fendelin, which is that way.
So you see kind of Melbourne coming up and go, hey, you guys know where you're going.
Do we? I assume that we knew where Fandolin was.
Just head south.
Right, south it is.
South and then, all right,
We're heading south, everyone.
get there fast. And Caligon, are you walking behind the wagon or in front?
To the side.
To the side.
Yeah. While keeping an eye on the front and things like that.
Okay.
But I'm kind of wandering between like the sides and the back, like doing like a little semicircle, like keeping an eye out sort of situation. I'm guessing that the cart's not moving like super fast, so that's like if I can walk beside it.
Yeah, you can walk beside it. Like it's it's pretty weighed down. Yeah, it's kind of heavy cart. The oxen aren't, they're not as fast as horses or anything like that. So
I give the oxen a little, like, yeah, but really gently. Good job, oxen.
Keep tight to those reins. And don't let him wander off the path or trample on Caligon, and try to keep the cart straight.
Are we still in town, or are we kind of like, are we on the road now?
you guys are starting to get like towards the end of town.
I guess we should have. So we don't know where Phandalin is. We just know it's south.
We told you it's southwest. He probably threw you. He actually, Melmer gave you this map. Did you
Oh,
guys
sweet.
see it? You guys see it? So it's probably it's a few days.
It's a few days. Okay.
You guys are traveling.
Can I ask Potty a question? Potty, how did you get your name? It's so interesting and unique.
She. My name's Redemption and
Wow, that is really deep. There's nothing shameful about having a unique name.
Heard 'em all. Is that a mud pot joke?
No,
Deep mud pot?
I really love your name. It's really beautiful. It sounds like a poem. Redemption in a mud pot. That's never heard of a name like that before.
They call me Potty.
Well, you
And his eyes kind of big. He's like doing this, and then you can hear the crackling. Because it's been, let's say, like, yeah, you hear the crackling of the dried ale just kind of scraping across her face. And she's like, doesn't matter what they call me, Potty.
well, we don't have to call you Potty if you. It's not really about your name. It's about who you are.
I really believe it. Redemption. I don't know what that means yet.
I think we're all trying to figure that out for ourselves. But I think that's why it's so beautiful, because it's such a it's a name, but it has so much meaning behind it.
And then I pop up kind of like next to them, like next to the cart, like kind of awkward, like
Good Lord. Forgot you were there.
Something that I do a lot, where I just kind of like fade into the background, and then I'll like pop there. And so I pop up and I'm going, hey, Red. Yeah, that's what you didn't like, Potty, so I shortened it to Red from your first name.
As you pop up, like it's a really super delayed reaction. So like a beat or two afterwards, she just kind of pounces up in defensive stance. Like afterwards, like whoa.
Okay. So what do you do? Why are you what did Gundr or Gundren, why did he hire you?
I don't know. Gundren's known my family for a long time.
Well, yeah, you did, but that's fine. That's okay.
Don't call me Red. Red's like blood. Gundren called me Muddy.
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 Okay. I'll call you that then. Muddy.
But not mud.
Right. Will do. For sure. Anyway, so I like kind of turn and kind of keep walking around, and I'm looking around. So we're on the road, right?
Yeah,
How long have we been on the road?
So it's been during this time, like from your trip. I'd say you guys have been on the road for probably about half a day. I think
Okay.
so it's starting to get. You guys are driving like. Well, no, actually, you guys left at noon.
So it's probably starting to get dark now.
We're just starting to get. You're probably around at dusk right now.
Okay.
Do you guys continue through?
I'm gonna start kind of keeping an eye out for a suitable camping spot to bed down for the night.
I kind of call out to Caligon and I say, you mentioned that you have a real knack for magic items.
Well, I mean, I know about them. Or at least I know how to know about them. Is how that works.
Are you able to know more about magic items you've never seen before?
Well, yeah. I mean, usually you can find some sort of information on them in a library. Jeff.
Yes.
My background is I have the sage background.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my features is wrong thing. Is wait, oh, there we go. Is my researcher feature. So I usually know where to find information or how to. If I can't recall it, I know where to find it usually. Do I have a pretty good idea of where I can find more information on the loot?
Loot? I suppose it just happens to be like. Okay, the loot is actually very. Trying to figure that out. Basically, you wouldn't have too much information about it because it's a very specific item.
Would I have an idea of where the best places to find that information? If that information exists.
Some history of just kind of where it presents from.
Okay.
Kind of and how it manifested itself.
Okay. So, what was your name again? I think you told me once, but I don't remember names that well.
So you hear Bonnie just kind of. Do you know that song?
No.
Not you.
Oh.
I do know that song. It's my favorite song. How do you know that song? Mm-hmm. I start to play it on my lute, and it's a very personal song. I can't sing it at this time, but I start to strum it, and the the strings start to glow on my lute.
You see it kind of start to glow like this real silver. It's glowing like silver, but not like a glowing silver. It looks like a really bright silver. And you kind of see the inlay of the dove. It just starts, um, it glows, but it's kind of like an abalone shell, just kind of around it as she strums.
As she's strumming, I take out. I have like a little notebook, and I'm like writing things down about what I'm seeing.
Okay. Wait, are you walking alongside the cart still?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can walk and write.
How did you know that song? I can't hear you. I can't
I
hear you.
hear things in my dreams. Sometimes I hear a lot of things, but I don't know if the words. The words are like say Lenos, say Lenos is very near, and it's very off key, and it's just very weird. But you don't. The words aren't the words that you remember, but those are the words that she sings because those are the words she's like. Those are the words that I hear in my head.
It's probably not all she hears in her head.
I don't even,
Uh,
I don't even know what language that is. I know the beat and the sound. Say le nos. 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 Yeah.
Selena.
Yeah.
I take out I have like a little scrapbook, and I write down the names Selenos.
I take the reins because I don't want you to crash the cart after taking out your loot and your notebook.
When you let the reins go,
No.
stop.
Huh?
When you drop the reins to get your thing, the oxen just stopped.
Oh, it's like sorry,
just-
guys. I
Back up again, Rowan.
Yeah, I just take the reins and give him a kick.
So, you guys, it's starting to get dark, and again, like right now, it's just been. It's probably getting close to maybe half a day. Like this whole conversation with the singing and everything and all that, you realize like time just kind of flew by. It's getting dark. The moon's really bright.
what's the so the moon's really bright, so it's not very cloudy.
No.
I would guess. What sort of environment are we in right now?
You guys. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Did you guys see the map?
Nope.
No.
Oh, you know what? I think I.
It's a secret map.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
You guys can make your way like halfway, like here.
Like where?
Okay.
Okay, so that is. So you're on the high road. it's not marsh, but you can see that you're like just running right along the tree line.
Okay.
So it's
There?
yeah, around there. So you can see it's just kind of that dry area, like kind of like a barren, like you see the shore on your right, like a little marshland right here. It's kind of marshy and soft. So as you guys are headed down there, that's kind of what you
So it's marshy and soft.
yeah.
It's okay.
How is the cart doing? Are the oxen having difficulty with it, or is it?
No, it's still pretty solid. I mean, you can see that the carts have been here, and you guys are kind of carts have been up and down this road.
Okay, so it's pretty well traveled.
Yeah.
Are there any? There's not really many trees or anything like that. I'm keeping an eye. I'm going to keep an eye out as we're kind of walking for. I'm trying to find any sort of drier patch, preferably with some sort of like.
Oh, hold on, guys. I think I made a mistake.
He gave away the ending, you guys.
No, I missed it. Oh, okay. You guys actually traveled down the.
I just continue to keep my eyes trained along the tree line and the horizon, looking for any danger, just because this is prime space for either an ambush or bandit attack. So I continue to drive on silently for a little while.
You guys weren't on the road. You guys were actually on the Tribord Trail.
Never mind.
Ooh.
So it's kind of foresty and
Even more chance for an ambush.
So it's kind of okay. I'm looking for a clearing large enough. I want to find a clearing like just a little bit off the road, large enough for the cart, but not like on the road.
Okay. Well, you guys are actually on the trail. You're making your way down the trail, and as you kind of turn onto the trail, the Tribord Trail, you come around a bend because it's kind of like, and up ahead of you, you kind of spot like two, like they look like horses just laying on the ground about 50 feet ahead of you, and they're blocking the path in which you're going.
So
I'm gonna rein the horses, the oxen to a stop,
and then I'm gonna kind of hop up or get close to Rowan, and I'm.
Are you guys? Is the oxen still moving? You guys?
No, I pulled them to a stop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna say, "All right, that doesn't bode well. So I'm gonna check up ahead quietly."
All right.
And I kind of go off to the side into the trees, and I kind of make a lot like stealthily. I make kind of like a beeline around to get just close enough to the horses to kind of check them out. But I'm working my way close to the horses, but I'm observing the rest of the area around it.
Okay. Around the horses. So you went off of the trail?
Yes, into the woods.
Okay.
And out of the woods.
Jeff, do I detect anything, or can I sense anything out of the ordinary? Is there any suspect of ambush or anything at this point from my end?
Hold on.
Okay.
You don't notice anything.
Okay. No sign of an ambush, or at least it doesn't appear to be. But on Caligon, you watch yourself. I call into the trees.
So the three of you and Cosette, you guys are still in the wagon.
Yeah.
Wait, Rowan, he's trying to be stealthy and you're calling into the tree.
Oops.
Okay.
Real smooth.
Slick.
We're off to a strong start.
We're
Real good party.
We're gonna die.
All right. How far ahead are you from? How far ahead did you go on Caligon?
I want to get close enough to the horses to get a good look at them. But like I said, I'm kind of coming around. But I'm keeping an eye out on everything else until I get close enough to the horses while I'm looking at it. So I'm not like directly focused just on the horses. I'll kind of like look at where the horses are, and I'm kind of like working my way around tree to tree.
Okay.
Sneaky.
As you come closer behind the tree from your perch, you don't see anything around you. But you have a clear view to the two horses, and they are clearly dead. And each of them has several black feather arrows sticking out of it. And that's where we'll take a break.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
Welcome back. I was muted there for a minute. Okay. So last we left off, and Caligon's hiding in the bushes. The other three are hanging out back in the cart. And Caligon is inspecting these black arrows sticking out. He notices that from where he is, that they're pretty dead, more or less.
Well, you know. So are they? Do they look like they were traveling along the road and they fell, like they were killed, or were they moved after they were dead to cover the road?
No, it looks like that's the kind of where they fell and died. Like they basically died where they stood. The arrows took them down. How close are you? You're pretty. You can see that. They're.
How many arrows are in the horses?
There's about maybe 3 each, 4 in one of them.
And the horses are next to each other?
They kind of fell like, it looks like they were like one on each side of the road. They kind of fell
Okay.
that way.
Okay. All right, so I think I backtrack and make my way, without going any closer, I backtrack and make my way back to the cart.
Okay.
And I report to Rowan, and I go to him and I say, there's 2 horses, about 3 to 4 arrows in each horse. They were killed simultaneously, which means it's likely that we're looking at a group of potentially up to 6 or 8 individuals, given that the arrows killed the horses instantaneously, and they fell across the road. It's probably a trap. I would say it's a trap.
That's probably a good observation. Did you happen to see any tracks along the road?
Didn't get close enough to look. I wanted to report back here before we got too close to determine that.
All right.
What's our game plan?
It sounds like it's pretty dangerous. Let me, and I start to play on the lute, and I start to sing, inspiration. Everybody needs a little inspiration.
I turned to Cassette and I'm like, shh.
Oh,
Like,
you guys get a D6. I mean, you guys, yeah. Extra D6 for whatever, but that's out of here. And I go, okay.
all right.
And I'm like,
We can't make noise in these parts. Whatever's here, sure to hear that.
I feel better though.
I feel a bit more inspired.
I think, anyway, well,
Like
we have to head that way anyway.
well,
So
we can't
I
head
think-
anywhere with these horses on the road. And we can't keep ourselves in one place for long. So
it's not the road itself. There isn't. It isn't wide enough for us to go around the horses, is it?
No, they're blocking it pretty good. You'd have to go up there and move them.
Well, we've been here for a second and they haven't attacked us immediately. So I say everyone get ready and we move these as best as we can, I guess. So I have my hand crossbow, and then I tell Rowan, I work best from the shadows. So I'm going to keep an eye on you guys from afar, but I'll stay close. But I think it's best to you guys move forward. I'll keep an eye out on the outlying woods, see if I can find anything, and then I kind of back into the woods again, into the mist. And then, but I'm on the other side of the cart this time than the time that I went before. So I go on the other side, and I kind of make a wide arc, sneakily searching for any sort of individuals that are trying to potentially ambush us.
So you're going the other side of the road where you were?
Yeah. The other side of the road from my initial observation.
Okay, like directly across from where you are?
Yeah, making another wide arc towards...
Okay.
Kind of towards the horses.
Okay.
I turned to Cassette. So how are you about getting horses out of a road?
You mean pushing them out of the road?
Pushing them, dragging them, moving them?
Well, I could do it with some help.
All right. I turned to Muddy. Muddy. Watch the cart, and if anyone comes close, give me a holler. All right. So I step down off the cart, and I make my way towards the horses. But while I'm doing so, I'd like to kind of almost use my ranger skills to track to see if there's anything identifiable about the arrows or about anything around the horses if I can.
Lost my mouse. Hold on.
Mouse has escaped.
You should have a mouse trap.
Okay. What were you looking for? Like,
Mouse. As I get up to the horses, I'm looking to see if I can identify what these arrows belong to, a certain race, a certain faction.
give me survival.
A survival?
Wait, hold on.
He's doing some arrow racial profiling.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Yeah, just kind of give me like a survival check.
All right.
Nice.
19.
Ooh.
Oh, good first roll of the campaign.
Recognize that the arrows are like there's a lot of goblins around here.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, but you also kind of notice that the saddlebags have been emptied out. There's a nearby map case laying along the side of the road next to it.
I turn to Cassette, and she's coming towards me.
You're right up to it, right?
Yeah, I came up to it so I could take a look at the arrows.
Okay. On the road.
Yeah, is that what the arrows are? There's no other arrows like around the road, are there?
No, so you walk right up to the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I did it on purpose.
Nice. Do you recognize anything, Rowan?
These arrows be of goblin make, which means They can't be too far along as they travel in packs. And never let a corpse go to waste.
That's why there's no corpses around these days.
They did make off with the saddlebags, or what was ever in them. Treasure, most likely, or loot of some kind. They're thieves, that's what they are. Pure and simple.
That was an ambush. Whoever was riding these horses didn't even stand a chance.
And unless we get them out of the way and quickly, neither will we. But keep your weapons ready. So, I think we should move these horses. What say you?
Yes, let's I'll pull. And
Hey guys, we've reached 20 followers, which means that you guys will get to decide. Go ahead and leave your suggestions to see what happens next as we forge on.
We're all gonna die.
Rowan, as you are talking, an arrow lodges into the back of your shoulder bone. You guys are all surprised.
Wow. That's surprising.
So we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative,
All right.
and you guys will hold off the first round.
Let's see.
for initiative. Okay. Okay, party. Ooh, I gotta really.
Feast your eyes on my artwork.
Wait, hold on.
Wow.
I gotta feast this artwork. Hold on.
Ooh, the artwork on.
Ooh, that's a Monet right there.
Ooh, whoa, that's
Look,
wow. Ooh,
look at that. I hope to see that kind of artwork throughout this entire campaign.
Here,
this is beautiful.
Good job there, Leonardo da Vinci.
wagon. These two.
I
are-
love the heart.
There's the horses. Right
I
there.
think that's a dead horse.
This is like very
Accurate.
minimalist,
That too.
very
This is.
insensitive, abstract.
Rowan, you took 6 points of damage from that.
Ah, bloody.
Yikes.
Well, that's what I get for standing in the middle of the road like an idiot. So hold on a second. I need to look at my character sheet. 6. How many did I get?
6.
Plus 6
Good lord.
to any kind of attack or like ability check. I believe. Let me double check. Bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
Hang tight as she checks the rules.
Yeah. I'm check.
I got an 11, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
I got a 22.
Well,
Okay. Yes. A bonus action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that can hear you gains 1d6.
Hold on. All right. So you got 11. Aaron, Danny, what'd you get?
22.
James?
14.
11, 22, 14. Did you roll for potty, Danny?
Oh, yes.
Roll for potty.
Body. Okay, she got a 11.
Did you
Aw.
look up what her modifier is? That's what's the modifier?
Yes, she has a 0 modifier for initiative.
Okay, Aaron, what's your dex?
15.
So Danny, that doesn't do anything for my damage, right? I still get
Yeah, you still get the 6 damage or
that hurt. Pretty good hurt.
ow.
Yeah.
But wait.
There's more.
There's more, but
Not one, but 2 arrows.
No. I love
What-
how our hit points are like 9, 10.
Yeah.
Like,
James, you
Based-
got 14 initiative, right?
Yeah. There's voices in this woods. Been attacked by a band of babies. Getting closer.
Okay. So you guys are all surprised, so we're gonna bypass your first turn.
oh no.
With the exception of there's
Bypass the first turn. Uh-oh. Does that mean they're gonna attack again?
okay, so and Caligon, you kind of actually wait. There's another arrow that kind of whizzes by Rowan, and he kind of turns around. And he sees this goblin over here, and he kind of ducks back behind it, behind this tree right here, this awesome tree. So that's Goblin 1 misses. Goblin 2. Okay. 2, he misses.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Rowan!
Uh-oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's like each goblin that comes up.
Oh.
Like a sound effect. Oh, whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no.
So this goblin over here, you kind of hear him clunking, just he just runs over here, and he fires another arrow at Rowan, but he misses.
That's good.
This one right here kind of takes a slash at and Caligon for a 6 to hit.
6.
Yeah.
I that is it's a miss, thankfully.
Okay, so
That's good.
kind of just like, arrow kind of whizzes past you, and he kind of ducks behind this tree. And then we are. Where'd my initiative tracker go? I'm not sure where my initiative tracker guy went.
Initiative? There's no initiative here.
Okay, so we're back at the top with Cosette.
Okay. I run over to Rowan. Well, I think I was actually over here.
You were
I was
really
next
close.
to him already. But I mean my tracker runs over to catch up with me. And I go, this is gonna hurt. And
More than the arrow?
The what?
I said more than the arrow?
More sometimes it does. And I grab the arrow out of his shoulder
Ah.
and I use cure wounds, and I go over the wound, and I'm gonna roll for that. And it's a 6. Woo! You get the 6 back.
Woohoo!
And that's my turn.
You see another come flying at you for a 16, 18 to hit.
Wait. Who's that going towards?
Cosette.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, it hits.
Okay. 5 damage.
Okay.
This guy right here. Okay. Move over here. He runs up and kind of swipes at Ancalagon with his scimitar. $19 to hit.
Yep.
I'm gonna die before the campaign starts.
Oh no.
4 damage.
Okay.
Mm.
This one comes over here, fires another arrow at Rowan.
Great. Right, we're gonna die.
Dirty 20
Oh, dirty 20?
for 6 damage.
You're literally killing me.
This one
Um,
runs over here
mm,
and kind of takes a shot at Potty
Not potty.
with a crit fail. So he just kind of shoots the arrow and it just kind of his arrow just kind of snaps in half. It's just like a brittle arrow, I guess. And that brings us to Rowan.
Oh, great. All right. Well, is this guy the only one that I can see visually, like line of sight?
You can actually probably see a little bit of this guy too,
Okay.
and you can see this guy too.
Let's see. Well, in that case, I am going to use my longbow to attack this guy.
Okay.
All right, so give me 1 second.
mm.
13.
That's a miss.
Damn. All right. And you said I get a bonus action. Just that?
You have a bonus action?
You get to add, not a bonus action, but you get to add a d6 to any attack roll. So if you roll low on it and it bumps you up to like a good armor class to fight someone, then that's the extra thing. You don't actually get another action. You get
So you
an
would have
added,
added that to your attack roll.
yeah, or not like an added 6 points. You add the d6 whatever you roll.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Are
I
you
take it
gonna
it's-
use that or no?
Yeah, let me go ahead and use that to this one because that was kind of rough.
What did you roll?
Hold on. It was a 6 plus a 13.
Okay. That's a miss.
All right. Well, I gotta add the 6 to it.
Oh, okay.
18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. 4,
Oh, good one.
9 damage.
Yes, you got him.
Thanks.
Okay, so what was it, your longbow?
Yeah.
Okay, so your longbow, you just kind of
Mm.
like right in the eye, and it's just like whoosh, and you see like the kind of skull like come out the back of his head.
Ugh.
He kind of falls over dead.
Yeah.
Right? And Caligon?
Okay, so I'm going to draw my rapier and attack this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration die. And that, even with that, that's an 11.
That's a miss. So you kind of, what was it that you used? What did you swing at him with?
My rapier.
Okay, so you just kind of, and he just kind of blocks it right there, and he just kind of screams in your face, and it smells like butt in your face and stuff. All right, so Danny, we got Potty next.
Okay, so Potty casts Bane on all three of them, and that's a Charisma saving throw of 13, and I'm gonna do a bonus action after that.
13. Wait, oh, okay, charisma.
Hopefully they're not very charismatic options. No
One's a nat
modifiers.
20,
Oh, wow.
one's a 15,
I'm gonna die.
one's
Uh-oh.
a 14.
We definitely died.
Oh man, they're super charismatic.
Yeah, charismatic goblins.
So,
The Elvises of the goblins.
Well, you take her bonus action?
Yeah, the bonus action, I'm gonna do healing word to Caligon, and should you say that something, or do you want me to say something, or huh?
You're playing her. You're
Oh,
controlling.
okay. Muddy's got your back,
We hope.
and I roll for that. Let's see. Let's do healing word. So okay, so I roll a 5, so you get 5 back.
awesome. I say thank you.
Muddy your buddy.
All right, Cosette.
Okay. I am going to do vicious mockery and a bonus action as well. Oh wait, no, I don't have one more. I only have one more. Okay. You know what? Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my healing kit that has 10 healing
What are you
things.
using?
Like I have a healer background.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I
Don't get my hopes up, Danny. Don't do it.
I was like, I'm gonna heal you. Wait a minute, never mind.
Don't lie to me.
Okay, I'm just gonna do vicious mockery. No wait. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna try. I also have Bane, so I'm gonna try to use Bane. And say, you guys are the bane of our existence, and I just try to do charisma saving throw of sorry, I don't know if it's the same kind of saving throw. Oh, it's also 13.
What was that?
13.
For what? 13.
A charisma saving throw for Bane.
Okay, this guy saves with an 18. This one's 12. This one by Caligon's a crit. Crit fail.
Yay! Oh wait, crit like fail or is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so then they take D4 from their attack rolls. You have to roll a D4 for those two, but not the one that saves every time that they attack.
Yeah.
They get a little bit of something there. And then
You have a bonus action?
I do. Okay. I'm gonna do healing word. That's my last spell slot. And 4 for you, Rowan.
Finally. Right. Hold on. That's gonna push me up just a little bit, so that's good. So let me see. 4, you said?
Yes. And that's my turn. That's my turn. My turn.
Cool.
though, the goblin in front of Ancalagon. He swipes at him again with his scimitar.
Scimitar.
23.
I think we should run.
7 damage.
God.
Oh, don't forget to use Bane.
Oh shoot, okay.
You have to
Well,
take a D.
even if it was a full D4, it would still
Yeah. It
What
would
was
have.
the roll for Bane?
It's a D4. Subtract the D4 from the attack roll, but that was really high, the 23.
It's still gonna hit.
Oh,
A
this
19.
is- yeah,
18
this is
something.
20. Okay, so there's one from Ancalagon. One next to the one that hit Ancalagon fires an arrow at Cosette.
Oh boy.
18. Oh, minus 4, 14.
Mhm.
It's a miss.
Okay, so he misses. This guy right here fires another one over at Rowan.
Oh.
12.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. As a bonus action, this one disengages. Or actually, I'll just leave him there. That's fine. Okay.
No, don't leave him there.
No, go away. All right,
Don't
leave.
leave
What are you doing? Stay here.
Your turn.
My turn. All right. First off, let me do a little math here. Okay. I'm going to take cover behind the cart right about here. So, move me here. Let's see right there. Okay. Super. Now I forget. Can I still make an attack, or is that my move?
Just move behind the cart.
Yeah.
Cover is what, Aaron? When he takes cover, do you remember what it is?
Cover is, I think.
His
half.
AC goes up. So if it's half cover, it's +2. If it's full cover, I think it's +4. I think I could. Let me look that up real fast.
James, so what do you do?
I go behind the cart, and I'm going to fire another shot. If I can. Let's see how far these guys are away. 1 second. Hold on.
It's +2 if it's half cover. 3/4 cover is +5. And if it's total cover, they can't actually be targeted directly by an attack or spell.
Yeah, I'm going to fire another bolt from my longbow.
Right in front of right at Cosette?
No. I'm going to fire it. She's a little bit out of the way, isn't she? Or is she in the way?
She's in the way.
All right. Can I get this guy? Is there a tree in the way?
Oh, that's foliage. I think the stump would be.
So I have a line of sight.
You don't have line of sight. He's 20 feet away. You could probably see a little bit of him.
Enough to shoot at him?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take a shot at him. Let's see, 4. 12 to hit.
It's a miss.
Have a rough day.
We are rolling absolutely atrocious.
It was a good roll for the first time, and then it was all downhill from there.
And then they're all rolling freaking
Yeah.
18s.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna attack again with my rapier. Yay. Okay. 23.
Nice.
About time. And there it is. And 8 damage.
Nice.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so you kind of slice at him. And you just kinda, Okay, so you take a swipe at his rapier and you just kind of swipe across like his torso and then you just kind of thrust it into his throat.
Ooh, nice.
And then he just kind of collapses.
Nice.
Collapse.
Nice.
You're at Potty.
Okay, Patty is going to go over to the I need to get right here. She's going to go over to the goblin that's closest, and she's going to use inflict wounds. And maybe she's like tripping over herself, but she's like really trying to stumble over there. Oh wait.
Over holes.
1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that one right there, and she just, she just like falls, like kind of at the feet of that goblin and touches the goblin's foot and does inflict wounds. And goes. So let's see what she rolled. She rolled a 9. But she has bardic inspiration, so she's gonna roll a 6. Let's see what she rolled. D6. Okay. Oh, and that is a 2. So she rolled 11. Does that hit 11?
No.
Okay.
A trip and a miss.
She just tripped.
So she kind of goes to inflict wounds and she's running, and she kind of her cloak is actually not very long at all. She wouldn't trip over it, but she manages to try to leap and do it, and her claws kind of get caught in her cloak, and she just kind of pushes it forward, and she does a somersault and lands like prone in front of the goblin.
Okay. Oh, well, that was not what I intended. And then she goes, Cosette, be healed. And she does healing word on her. Because I have 4 healing, so that's the end of Potty's turn. I'll say, thank you, Potty. Are you okay?
Okay, it's Cosette's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go over to does Caligon need any healing, or is he good?
Yes.
Okay.
He's pretty much. I've got 2 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, definitely help that guy out.
Do a healer's kit because I have a feat. Because I'm. Oh, yay! Oh, okay. 6 plus 4, so that's 10. And I just start taking stuff out of my healer's kit and start putting bandages on him, and really fast, but really
Hooray.
back into battle. And there's only so many of them left too. So, and just and then you get 10 hit points back, and that's my turn.
Ooh, I get 10? Wow.
Yeah, because
Nice.
I'm a human variant, so I get to choose a feat and I get to choose healer. And healer has a medicine kit that has 10 uses, so I have 9 uses left.
Sweet.
it. That's it for me. I like the music. That's the end of my turn.
Right, so this goblin kind of looks at who's in front of him. Oh, he sees Potty and goes to sees that she's just kind of laying out there on her back, taking a cat nap. And he just goes to like take his scimitar and just kind of thrusts at her. Nat 20.
No.
I hate this encounter.
For a 6
Do a strong start, guys.
Oh no.
damage. And he just kind of slices like at her cloak and under her shoulder. It just kind of takes a big chunk out of her as she's laying there.
Oof.
Is she conscious though? I mean,
Well, you have her sheet.
But
oh
did
wait,
she
how many
die?
hit points was it? I have her sheet. Yeah, you're right. Okay, how many hit points is that?
6.
Oh, okay, she's still up and running. Okay.
Okay. So the other one,
She's like, ah!
It's only a flesh wound.
this other one kind of looks around at you, and he just kind of runs. Like you see him just kind of bolt like this way. So we're over at Rowan, and he kind of screams at the other one to run.
Is there anybody in the way of that goblin over there?
No, because Potty's still prone. So
That's right, Potty's prone. All right, well, good for that, because I'm going to fire off another arrow from my longbow at that goblin. Please, be a good roll. That is 17 to hit.
that hits.
All right. 6 damage.
Nice. No. Get him.
So he kind of crumbles, but he's still like barely moving. But he's just and he's just kind of there, and he's just kind of on his knees. Next, and Caligon.
All right, and I am going to move over here, and I'm gonna take out my hand crossbow and just shoot him. Just once though.
Does he see that? He's like, please, please, no! I'll tell you everything I know. And then
He says that before.
he's just kind of pleading for his life, but you already fired. So
You're gonna pew pew.
Yeah, I pew before he said something. Okay, that is a 19.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
that hits.
Okay. And so that would be, that's 12.
Yep. As he's like mid pleading. How many did you let off? 1 or 2? Or
I let off one, but
1?
because there was an enemy within 5 feet of him. It was a sneak attack as well.
Okay. So, as you were firing at him, he was pleading for his life actually too. And as that it came up and like the bolt the crossbow bolt just went like lodged like right in his neck, right in his carotid artery, and you kind of and then
Ooh.
and it got all over. It sprays all over Potty, and she's just kind of great. What is my life? You guys are out of the initiative.
I help Potty up, and I'm like, Potty, that was really dangerous. What were you actually trying to do there? You were running so quickly at that goblin, and that could have been deadly and fatal. Thank God you're okay. As I take out like some stuff, and I try to like some napkins in from my pouch and
Napkins
wipe her off.
that I got from a hotel.
Oh yeah.
And then I walk up to Rowan, and I'm kind of like, we need a better strategy when it comes to traps.
Right.
That didn't work well.
I probably spent one too many days in a tavern. Well,
That other one's like long gone, right?
Yeah.
is that one goblin who's near me? Is his body still there, like near the cart?
Their bodies are still there.
All right, I'm gonna loot the body and see if I can find anything.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
All right, hold on. $11.
You find his scimitar, which is kind of old and rusted, and he's kind of expended. He didn't have too many arrows,
Hmm.
but you find some poop in his pants.
Nope, don't need that.
It's poopy pants.
All right, so what I thought, and I just leave all this stuff because I'm like, I don't have any need for poop or a rusty scimitar.
Okay.
I retrieve my bolt from the one that I killed.
Okay.
And I'm like, Cassette, I appreciate the helping hand. Hopefully we won't need too much of that again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should try to move these horses.
Yes, let's move them quickly.
All right. So in Calagon, as you guys both kind of go to move the horses.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you recognize the horses. As
Oh.
Well, you recognize one of them belongs to Gundren. And then there's the saddlebag. It's been looted, and you find an empty. Again, there's like a map container. It's sprawled on the ground.
What do you guys see?
Well, I think it's Gundren's horse, our employer, which means it's likely that the other one is Sildar's horse.
Does that mean that they're dead? They were the ones that were ambushed.
Or worse.
Yeah. Well,
Is there anything in that map case?
no. Well, I guess we can go hunt down the last one, track it down, see if we can get the map.
Hopefully.
But or we can head to Philander and deliver Philander.
Philander? We're gonna, that town.
Fandolin. Boy.
You can't even pronounce it. How are we supposed to get there?
We're gonna head to.
It's like Potty just kind of mucking around. Just around. She's just kind of walking around, like trudging along. Falls down a few times. But I think. Never mind.
What? What is it, Potty? Do you know something? Do you sense something? You can tell us. We're not. We're actually. We're all.
I lean over to Cosette. Her name is Muddy. She doesn't like Potty.
Oh.
And I say it
friends.
kind of louder. I say it kind of like uncomfortably loud, and then I like kind of come back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Muddy. You can tell us, even though we just met. We just barely scraped by the jaws of death. So you can tell us we're on your side, Muddy.
She's just like, that's Gundren's horse. I think that, maybe he didn't make it to Phandalin. I don't know where, I'm not very good at,
I want to investigate the saddle while she's talking about this. Let's see if there's any blood or anything on it.
Okay, there.
21. Yeah.
Dang.
From there, you can actually tell that whoever was on that saddle, and it was Gundren's horse, you can tell it was like a dwarf-sized person. The other one was more human, and you can kind of see that he was kind of pulled and dragged like towards where that other one took off, where that other goblin took off. You kind of can see drag marks, and you can kind of tell that they've been ambushing people on this site for a while, and they've been taking people up towards that trail.
Well, you're right. But Muddy, I don't think he's dead. At least, not yet. The one that got away, that goblin that got away, I think if we track it down back to its lair, we'll probably find them. Or at least we'll find the map and the things that they took.
I walk up next to Caligon and I'm like, the only good goblin is a dead one, and I'm not going to let this one survive to ambush any more innocent souls. I'm down to take care of him myself. Anyone with me?
Yeah, I'll go with you. I think that would be good.
Did we? Sorry, go ahead.
I'll go with you as well. I think we need to travel as like a team.
These parts, it's definitely recommended. Jeff, did we move the horses already?
Yeah, you guys successfully dragged the horses. It's kind of where Caligon kind of looked at the saddle.
Oh, okay. Is the drag marks off the trail? I take it.
Well, it's not that you see a trail from the goblins.
Oh, okay.
The goblins. It's not a trail per se.
All right. That's probably not something we can drag a cart after, though, right?
No, you guys have to decide what you're going to do with the cart. But do you guys need a rest, or is everyone?
Well.
Yeah, it's dark, right? It was already.
Yeah, that took pretty dark.
Yeah, I'm not one to travel in darkness, so I recommend we set up camp.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably move away from this place, though.
Yeah, agreed. So,
You guys move up. You guys want to keep watch in pairs?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
And so we kind of move up and off of the way. Is there a place where there's like maybe we're next to like a stream or something?
Probably not here. The stream was actually like
It's up north a ways, isn't it?
no, there's no stream. You're actually headed.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are actually headed south still.
Okay.
Is there anything around that could provide good cover while we
Yeah,
camp?
I mean, there's all where those goblins had pretty good cover. Like they were hiding all around there,
Hmm.
and the
All right.
trail actually goes off, like up and around through the woods.
Then I recommend we set camp someplace behind that cover and take watch 2 at a time.
Yeah. We should do that.
All right.
So we do.
So we do.
So who's taking first watch?
We're doing it in pairs, right?
Yeah, who's pairing up?
I'll go first.
Who wants to go with Rowan?
I can go.
Okay.
And Caligon's like.
My Caligon's like, nope. This guy almost got me killed.
I'll go.
Or do you just go- or do you sleep? So like, what do you do?
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, I go to sleep.
Okay. Potty kind of just like curls up next to you, like right by you, and she's like, "Thanks for calling me Muddy."
She's cuddling you.
Her too. She's
Spooning. You guys are spooning. She's spooning you.
And she's just kind of like, so you guys, Danny and
Rowan.
James,
that other dude.
kind of sit down and kind of keep watch. You guys kind of roll a perception.
Roll perception. Hold on tight so I can see.
Perception 20. Oh, I rolled muddies. Let me roll my own. She got a 24, but she's sleeping. Let me roll perception for me.
Well, I got a 19.
I got a 16.
Okay, so with that, you guys kind of feel like where you guys are, you have this kind of you hear something like a little bit like somebody's just kind of watching you.
Oh. Do you hear? Do you feel like we're not alone in this area of the woods?
We're not alone in any area of the woods. There's something out there, or possibly more than one somethings. Can I, Jeff? Sorry. Can I tell what it is or perceive what it is? No, it's not that.
No, it's not an easy feeling like you kind of feel like there's other, there's just like something in the woods. Like you just hear like someone watching you. Because you guys did take off. You guys went up that trail, right?
Yeah, well, a little ways just to make camp.
Yeah.
We made a fire, right, guys?
I just have this weird sense that what if that goblin came back with he got away. He could have came back with more goblins and he could try to ambush us again, but I don't know.
Then he and his friends will die. We chased him off once, we'll do it again. Not afraid of any goblin or his allies. I've seen them before, in woods, in deserts, and beyond.
And you hear a rustling in like a bush, maybe like 25, 30 feet behind you.
They're close. I hear. Did you hear that? They're really close. I'm really scared.
I draw my bow and I point it at the shrub, the bush, and I'm like, "Come out, or I'll drop you where you stand."
Trying to hear more rustling.
What if it's a squirrel or a duck or something or a cat?
It's too
What?
big for either. Hold on. Jeff, can I do an intimidation check and try to like threaten it again?
What are you doing? How are you trying to threaten?
I'm threatening whatever's in the bush making the noises.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Yeah, I'm threatening it to come out to show itself. Hold on.
To it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is a 15.
Nothing. You just hear kind of just rustling. It's just like moving around in there.
Can I cast minor illusion and make a sound from a distance
Like a distance from where? From you or from where?
from us? Like this is 30 feet, and like a really like a beast sound, like.
You're like trying, so you're trying to scare it?
Yeah.
All right. So how does minor? Do you have to roll for that?
No, I think it's a cantrip at will.
Okay. So you do that, and like a pair of bunnies just come hopping out.
Oh, it's just you guys. That was really.
You turn around and run.
That was really. My heart was like this though, and I was not. I need some sleep.
Oh, our watch isn't quite over, but
Yeah.
I think we should. I definitely think that encounter spooked us for sure. So.
But you're very brave though. You told those. Well, you didn't know it was buddies, but you come out, and I was really scared.
I showed those bunnies who's boss.
You did. That was really.
I'm a tough ranger.
That's so amazing that you are so great with nature. I could really learn a lot from you. I learned how to control oxen, not well, but I could learn other things from you as well. I think from you know how to identify animal tracks and things like that. And
Well, I could definitely teach you tricks of the trade. Hopefully they won't be as necessary for you as they were for me. But if you're willing to learn, I could teach you a thing or two.
I would love to learn. I want to make myself I want to be the best version of myself I could possibly be, because I have a lot to accomplish in my life and I don't really know where to begin.
No. Well, I'm hardly the best version of myself, but I'm willing to teach anyone who's willing to learn. Just don't expect too much. Not at the beginning.
So you guys, your watch passes. So you go over and wake up Peladon and Hottie, Muddy.
Oi, and Caligon, it's you and the kitty's turn.
I
Watch out for bunnies.
get up and I start the watch.
Okay. So as you're sitting there, Potty just kind of. Thanks for trying to call me Red.
Well, you know, I tried. I'm not good with nicknames or people.
Me either. Oh, you want to see what I've learned?
Sure.
So she backs up. She tries to pounce onto the tree. She kind of skitters, and all this bark starts flying everywhere. She just kind of slides down, and she goes,
That was good. I think.
"Wasn't good, but you know what? I'm gonna get it someday."
Yeah. That's a good attitude to have. It takes a long time to, you know, do something well.
She picks up a piece of bark that she shredded off the tree and puts it in her little pouch. She goes, "I'm gonna conquer this thing one day."
I believe it. Believe it 100%.
And she sits there and just starts. Selenos.
I think that you should not. We should be quiet so that we can watch the horizon.
So she settles down and is just like,
Did you say you heard that name in dreams?
"That's a name? I thought it was like 3 words or
Yeah.
something." Selenos.
Yeah, it's a name.
It's a name?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had a normal name, but they don't really call not Potty or Muddy, but Redemption and a Mud Pot. That's long. It's like a sentence.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty normal for Tabaxi.
I'd call you Awkwardness and Leather.
Yeah, that would fit well, I'm
Sounds like
sure.
a fragrance.
Listen, you know, we really should actually be paying attention
Well, I'm
to what's out there.
well, I'm relying on my feline instincts. You know many tabaxi?
No, but
I'm
I
not
know
a
a bit about your race.
one. I'm the
Hmm?
opposite. I said I'm not a very good example of one.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how anyone can be a good example of anything. I'm not a very good example of a human.
Did a lot of people make fun of you growing up?
Uh, no, there wasn't anyone around to do that.
I had a lot of people around, and I hate them.
That's a strong. That's a strong word
That's why I'm training.
for what?
Gonna gut them.
Like everybody, or
And she goes, gut them.
okay,
Not
not me.
You tried to name me something that didn't have to do with poop or pee. Everyone's pretty nice around here except for, that one guy. that Rowan guy?
Eh, I think he's nice. He's just old.
I don't know. He doesn't
Well,
acknowledge me. He has all these like asides to like just sideways commentary on everybody. Like he just mumbles it under his breath. And I'm like, I may be clumsy and I may not be very tabaxi, but I have ears and I have feelings. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna gut him yet.
let's avoid gutting people in general. Let's save it for the goblins.
I'll gut them. They knocked me on my back today.
Yeah. Didn't go very well. I didn't like that. I feel like we should plan better.
So as you guys have this conversation, you kind of see the sun kind of comes up and he goes, "Good chat. Let's go. Find Gundren."
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Okay.
And then I go and I tell her, I'll go wake up Rowan. You can go wake up Cosette. And I go and I kind of like Rowan. Rowan.
Hey,
Rowan.
what? What?
It's time to wake up.
Right in the middle of a good
But-
dream. All right.
Well, and also we need to have a better plan when we go into the cave. I'm assuming is probably what they're hiding in, or some sort of old structure or something. That's what where you normally find goblins.
I would assume. All right. I would recommend that we do a little scouting.
So you guys, what's your marching? You guys gonna head up or are you gonna scout ahead? What's your
I am going to. I'm gonna scout ahead.
okay? Everyone else is gonna stay behind, or are you guys gonna move a little bit further and then scout?
And then
I
should we
recommend.
both scout ahead, or you want to scout ahead as well? We can kind of do a pincer movement and leave the other two with the cart.
That's maybe best if one of us remains here.
Okay. First, let's actually, I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
All right. This cart. Let's take it back to where the horses were at. And we leave it. We leave it empty. We wait. And we pull a little reverse maneuver on the goblins. It's likely, given that the time that has taken, I'm like, well, I'm like checking my watch. Like, we have those? Okay.
Hold on a second. Battery's running a little low.
Oh, my Apple Watch is not
It's just
connecting.
not. No. There's no
I
service
don't
out
know
here in
why-
the forest.
yeah.
The shadow on your wrist. The sun.
The sundial is like.
Given the amount of time that's passed, it's likely that they're going to come back. So we leave the cart. We wait for them to come. And when they investigate the cart, we ambush them instead of them ambushing us. Once we get most of them taken care of, we can head back to their cave. It's just a suggestion. We can go straight to them, but then we have to figure out what we're going to do with the cart. We could always try to hide it, disguise it with bushes or something.
No, I like your idea. I would say that's the best course of action and the best plan as of right now. All right. I say we do it.
All right. Excellent. And then I'm going to invest. So we take the cart back to where the horses are.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to do I want to investigate the cart.
Okay. So
And
you unloaded everything?
no,
I
we
see.
left everything in there. I'm going to want to investigate the cart. Is there any sort of, since it's mining materials, any sort of like explosive type materials in there?
No, it's just basically like pickaxes and things like that, and shovels. There's no explosives on there. There is.
Okay. I take a pickaxe and then
There's oil and 5 lanterns.
I don't, I'm going to take a pickaxe
Mhm.
and I'm going to find a tree. So let's see. Where were the tree closest to the? I'm going to find the tree closest to the cart
Mhm.
and see if there's a nice big, like a kind of a hefty bough that I could, and I'm going to like kind of take the pickaxe and I'm going to knot it around a piece of the of a kind of like a nice springy but still hefty bough, and I'm going to bring it up and around and curve it around the tree and bend the branch back so that the pickaxe is ready to kind of like come and swing down, and I'm going to kind of keep it taut, and I'm going to hide up in the tree, and in one hand I'm kind of holding this taut, it's kind of wrapped around, and I'm kind of holding this taut piece of wood. In the other hand I have my hand crossbow, and I'm ready and I'm waiting.
Okay.
That's how I prepare for this.
So as soon as you see that, you're just readying it.
Yes.
Okay.
And as soon as a goblin comes down, I'll loose it
Okay.
and let it.
And you're by yourself.
I mean, I don't know how that. That's how I'm readying myself for this trap that we are setting.
Okay.
I mean, I figure we're all in the area. I'm probably in the area nearby him too. Just
Okay. All right. So you guys do that.
I don't know how everyone else preps themselves, but that's how I do it.
So all right. So you guys wait for maybe like 2-3 hours. Nothing.
Okay.
And you kind of see like Muddy Potty's just kind of sitting next to Cosette going. Whoosh, whoosh.
Do I see that?
Yeah, it's really loud, and
It's right there in front of me.
She's making that noise with her mouth. Whoosh.
And what?
She's making the noise. Whoosh.
Oh, she's making that actual noise.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Muddy? What is this?
That's her claw.
I know, but I'm asking her like,
what?
why are you doing that so close to me? That's kind of really close. I don't want to be scratched by your paw or anything, your claw. No offense, but just it's a lot right now. We have
Doing that, you kind of hear. You guys kind of see. You and Caligon see a goblin kind of because you're in the tree, right? He's kind of lumbering, like you're in the bow,
Mm-hmm.
and then the horses were like behind you, right? So it's kind of over where the cart is.
Mm-hmm.
In the bushes over here, you kind of see a goblin kind of just peeking his head out, and he's like,
Okay.
okay.
And then I
But they're not coming near, like close enough to spring your trap yet. You
Okay.
kind of watch this other.
I wait, and I have my I'm still kind of like waiting for the trap, but I have my hand crossbow ready.
Okay.
And I'm going to, if I see that they're about to make some sort of movement, like fire a bow or something like that, I'm gonna attack them as soon as they look like they're about to attack somebody.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're all hidden.
Yeah, I'm in the tree line with my bow, with my longbow, just kind of arrow knocked, ready to go.
Okay. So they're walking. You see two of them. The other one's making like a wide circle to get to the front of the cart, and that other guy's just headed like towards Ancalagon's trap. Like they're headed towards the cart.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the one that's kind of headed towards my trap, and then can I see Rowan where I'm at?
Where are you, Rowan?
I'm probably on the other side of the cart, like same. I could probably align a sight to Caligon, but I'm on the other side, with my arrow ready to go.
So I kind of do a little like motion back towards the one that's coming around the front to kind of look. I look at Rowan and kind of do a motion to guide his attention to the one that's coming up front, and then I'm focusing on the one that's coming underneath
just
my trap.
Turn my arrow toward the one he motions me towards, and kind of watch what he does.
Okay. All right. So the other one that's like moving towards the front of the cart, he's made it like to the front of it.
It is the one up, the one that's that's heading towards the trap. He's still not.
Here, let's do this. Okay. Put your guys where you want them. You guys see the map?
Mm,
Oh, sorry.
mm. There we go.
And we'll just try to imagine the cart's thinner.
Okay. And
15 by
okay, so my guy's probably up in this tree, I would guess.
Okay, Danny, can you move Cosette out of the way? Wherever you and Muddy are, just put you guys there. I can't hear you.
We're hiding with
Okay.
the group.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm probably right about there-ish, thereabouts.
Okay.
Out of sight, but
You're up here, Aaron, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the front of the cart's over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of see this guy kind of creeping up here. This guy is actually over here. So he's moving closer and he's actually at the cart and he's kind of snooping around. And he's like, psst, Grog! Grog! I think they're looking for the dwarf stuff. And he comes over there. He's like, "Oh man, how much do you think this stuff is worth?" "I don't know. It's for digging mines and stuff." "Whoa, man." Okay, and he walks over here.
See. So he didn't go near my trap.
No, they just both kind of bypassed it. What'd you guys do with the oxen?
I think they're still
They're still there?
there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead since he didn't go near my trap. I'm going to fire at this one right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. With advantage, right? Because I'm surprising him.
Yeah.
Surprise.
All right, so that was a 21.
Okay.
So that was a 21.
My, how the turntables.
Yeah.
And that is 9.
9. Okay. So you've
9.
was that with your hand your was that with
Mhm.
with the pike or with your weapon?
My hand crossbow.
Okay. So for some reason, like just you get the right angle and it just shears his like whole like it just goes in here and it just right behind his eyeballs. And it just whoosh,
Nice.
and he collapses. And this other guy is like, wait, don't shoot! Don't shoot! No, I'll tell you what I want! Please!
And then
Just
I go
shoot!
over here.
And he turns around, and that's where we'll stop for today.
Ooh.
Cliffhanger.
I wonder what will happen.
All right, guys. Thanks for bearing along with our technical difficulties.
And our nerdy selves. We
And
appreciate that too.
And awkward. What is that? Awkwardness in leather?
Awkwardness in leather.
All right.
That's my
Scent.
stripper name.
I think at this point it's
Believe it.
Danny and I,
I
but
believe it.
we'll pick it up next week at 6 o'clock. Promise to have a little bit more
More fun, more exciting,
well,
more adventure.
we'll be
I had a
little bit
lot
more
of fun.
tech problem free, hopefully. But you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for tuning in.
See you guys.
Thank you for tuning in.